לרדיו, ואני מאוד מאוד שמחה להיות פה היום, יותר מכל יום. I'm so excited to be here. I'm here with the TLA radio, and today I have a very, very important topic to talk to. And I'm talking to my daughter, Talia Burns in the house.
Hello.
Talia Burns in the house. Come on, Talia. Tell us something. Mom. Hi, beautiful. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. That's what I do when I come here and I said, I gotta go.
Yeah, now I'm seeing it.
Now you're seeing it. Sometimes it's hard to understand what your parents doing, but once in a while I come here and I talk to friends. But today I'm talking to you, Talia, my baby. And I'm so excited to be here with you. And I'm glad you came, Talia. Yeah. I know you have a lot of things to do because you're very busy before you're heading on your new journey. Mm-hmm. So Talia, I will just say a couple of things about you, my love. You graduated, you went to Sinai Akiba, and from Sinai Akiba, you went to Milken High School. You graduated from Milken High School, and now you're heading to do the Israeli Army, the IDF.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How do you feel about that?
Nervous, excited, everything.
So tell me, my love, how, when did it first hit you that I really want to do this? I want to join the Israeli military. What stage in your life you felt like, oh my God, I really am thinking about it?
Probably when I was really young, like 8 or 10. I just remember like being at the Kotel and seeing the soldiers and the girl soldiers, and I was like, that's something that I'd look up to. And then it just started like coming into mind when people were talking about college, or like even in 8th grade when we went to Israel. Mm-hmm. Hi, Guy, I can see you. But yeah, just like it just kind of grew on me. And then when I went to Israel in 10th grade for like 4 months, that's just what kind of solidified it. And then came back and I knew I wanted to do that.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you think you went on Tiferet on 10th grade, right? And you had such a great time?
Yeah, I had the best time.
Really? So the decision of going to the army got stronger, or you felt like, okay, I had enough here in 4 months in Tiferet, I'm done? How is that impacted?
No, I mean, like, just the things that we were learning there about Israel and how important Israel is and how we've been fighting for it this whole time. It just was like, okay, yeah, this is what I have to do now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting. Very exciting. So do you decide to go? I'm going to talk as an interviewer, even though I'm your mommy. I'm your mother.
I've never used that before.
And I don't want to cry here because I'm so excited that you're here with me. Okay.
She's going to cry anyway.
But how did your brother and your dad reacted to this when you told him, I'm going to the army? I'm not going to go to college like the rest of your brother went to college, and I need to catch my breath here. Okay, I'm good. Your brother went to college, Jack and Daniel went to college, and you decide to go to the army. So how they took it?
They thought I was joking this whole time. Like, they didn't take me seriously until like when college applications started coming up, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I know what I want to do. And my dad just freaked out, and he was like, you have to apply to college. Like, what if it goes wrong? I'm like, no, I know exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, they just didn't take me seriously until like now, I'd say.
Really? Till now? What Jacob and Daniel kept telling you throughout this process of applying to the IDF and going through the process through going Tzaba?
They didn't really like tell me anything specifically. Like, I think they were just like, you're crazy. Like, you can't be doing this. And then Dad was just like, she's crazy. You have to tell her she can't do this. Like, all this stuff, because he's just scared. But
your dad loves you and cares for you very much. And he really wants the best for you. He really wants you to have a great journey. He wants you to be happy. And, you know, to the people who listen here, and I'm Talia's mom. I'm from Israel, and I did do the army many years ago. And David grew up in America. I grew up in San Diego. So you going to the military, it's something that is scary to a lot of Americans that are not familiar with what's the military. They hear things about the Israeli military, and it's scary for them. And then all of a sudden, his daughter wanted to go to the military. Could you imagine? It's like, so that...
Yeah, I know. Very out of the ordinary.
Yes.
For him.
What do you mean?
Because no one goes to, like, the U.S. military here. It's not the same. And no one from, like, his community joins the IDF. So.
Right.
He's not used to it.
Right. So, David, if you're listening out there, we know that your daughter is leaving to the military, and we're going to take that journey together, you and me and the kids and the family. And we're excited for her, and we're very proud, very, very proud of her and the new journey and she's taking. And I want to ask, I'm going to talk about it a little further, but I was curious now how your friends took this whole decision that you're not applying to college and you're actually taking that step further and you're really joining the military at the early stages.
Like when we were on TIFF, on Tiferet, like that's when I first started talking about it, and they're like, yeah, she's joining the army, like very nonchalantly. Like it was like kind of an ongoing joke, even in our core class and everything. And then when college finally hit, or like even after applications, they were like, oh, you're really doing this, huh? Like you're crazy. Mm-hmm. But all of them are just like, there's no one who's suited for it more than you. Right.
I agree with them. Did you have people that kind of saying, no, don't do it? I feel like, pulling you the other side. You're a smart girl. You have excellent grades. You have done a lot of different things. You've done a lot of impactful thing with Stand With Us. Mm-hmm. You have done things with AIPAC, and all supporting Israel, all in the aspect of. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, AIPAC, I went like right before Corona kind of hit. There were like 2 conferences, the big one and the little one, but those were just really fun to be with like my friends and going to these conferences and meeting kids from everywhere, and like a lot of like programming about how to talk to people about Israel or like Israel's innovations. So that was really cool. And also there were like a lot of protesters outside of the building. Mm-hmm. And like Rudy Israel was there. I don't know if you know who that is, Mom, but people know who he is. He's like an educator. And we just watched him outside, just like debunking all these people with like through conversation. So that was something that I gained, just to like have conversations with people. Mm-hmm. And then Stand With Us, I was an intern this year, and we just had to like run Israel programs either at school or like in your community, either about Israel or something related to Israel. Mm-hmm. But they also taught us and gave us programming on like how to educate other people.
I'm so proud of you. You have a leadership qualities.
Thanks, Mom.
And they saw it, and they took you, and you got selected to go to to AIPAC and taking it on your own to do Stand With Us, where we're highly supporting. Your dad and I are very standing. For many years, we're supporting Stand With Us. Your dad also in the committee of a community, creative community for peace. So we're really a big advocate for that. So, I mean, it's naturally that you'll go almost to do something for Israel, because it's not only we have family in Israel, David has a sister in Israel. It's incredible. And I'm so proud of you. Now, you're going to do the military through Garin Tzabar, which is a program that you choose. There is a different way that you can do the military. There is, why did you choose Garin Tzabar? And how did you feel like, how did you feel it supported you with your decision?
I chose Garin because I have a friend, Eden, who did it last year, and she's in the army right now. And
hi, Eden. We love you and we support you.
She's totally busy, but it's okay.
I know.
But basically, she just was telling me, like, this was the best decision of her life going with this program. And then I started looking into it, and it's really just about creating, like, a family outside of your actual family. So when you get to Israel, you're just living with these 20 other kids who are from, like, your area and who also are joining the army. So we just get to live together, and we've been doing Zooms for 2 hours since January.
Wow. Like once a week?
Every Monday. So we really got to meet them, and we went on a trip to Vegas, and then we met in person a couple months ago, and I love all of them. So I joined because I have a little family on a kibbutz that I can come back to.
That's beautiful. And how did you meet? So most of the activity was done in Zoom, even though years before they used to meet they used to meet physically. So unfortunately, this year was the hardest year. They couldn't meet in like a class, and they couldn't interact physically, but they actually made it so beautiful and so successful because they able to connect, and they had a meeting. The parents, we had a meeting too. So whoever want to join the IDF out there, Garin Tzabar, I find it very, very supportive of the kids. Talia obviously enjoyed it very much. Not only they support the kids, they support the parents, and they walk you through. We have a meeting that take us through the progress, so we don't feel alone. So not only our kids, you don't feel alone, but I felt like they're very good calling and checking really on us. I really like that. And they do call it, they actually call it family for life. Garin Tzabar, it is family. It gives you shelter, it supports you. And so now that you know that you're going to the army, do you have any idea what you're going to do, sweetheart? What are you going to do in the army? Are you going to go to combat? Are you going to...
I don't know. I have to... When we get there, they show us all the jobs and stuff, but I don't know. I definitely want to do something with infantry, so it could either be like madrichat chil or like in combat in a unit, but I don't know.
You want to wait? What about, do you have מסע המאה? מבצע המאה? איך זה נקרא?
יום המאה.
יום המאה.
Yeah. So yeah, they also need to test me and see.
So you're going through a program of 100 hours of different testing and different physical activity that kind of would determine your strength, your activity, your, many other characteristics that you build. And then they kind of put you in the category.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Are you nervous about where you're going, where they're going to send you?
Not really. No, that's like later.
So have you contact any of the friends who are going to join you? Do you guys talk? Do you
we
share?
talk like every day.
Oh, great. Are some of them in Israel?
Some of them are there right now.
Which kibbutz you're going to belong? Where are you going to get situated?
Kibbutz Chatzor in Ashdod.
Okay. And you're going to, I think that's the first thing, you're going to land into there for 3 months. And then in November, you're being drafted. That's it. Let's go to the military. Now, there is something that I have to say, and I'm going to say it over and over, not because you're my daughter, because I just appreciate your determination. You set yourself a goal, an activity, something that speak to you and your values and your something you believe in, and you stuck by it in spite of all the other obstacle that you went through. You know, you had kids that went to college, you have friends that wanted to go, and you're very comfortable at home, and you can easily go to college and go to great colleges because you're such a smart and well educated, and you have good grades. But you choose the military, and I'm so proud of you, and our family in Israel proud of you. Every friends in all the Israeli here are proud of you, and you're going to have an amazing journey. And I can't say enough of how I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss my little baby girl, and I'm going to be with you. I'm going to buy a house in Israel, and I'm going to be right across your base and live with you. But this is how I feel. But I'm really sincerely proud of you, Talia. You've done so well. You went through the journey of applying and did it all yourself. You did it on your own. And I can't wait what your journey going to be like.
Yeah, me too.
But one thing I know, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible experience.
Yeah.
You're going to see and do things that you never dreamed of. And it's going to lift you up. It's going to create maturity. It's going to give you new friends, new country, new language. And it's going to uplift you in a whole different way. And I think the fact that you chose Israel, it's something that you connected to. And you have a lot of cousin and family. And going to college and getting your education, you can do it anytime.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Mm-hmm. So I want to thank you so much for coming. I love you. I'm so proud of you. This is my beautiful daughter who is going to join the military, the Israeli military, in few months, where she's leaving on August 8th. And thank you so much for everybody who helped her in this journey. The school, the family, the friends, hashtag, all the schools, Milken and Sinai, and all our wonderful friends who share this beautiful moment. I can't wait. Thank you so much. I wish you an incredible journey, safe, healthy, fun, and exciting journey to the IDF. Thank you, my love.
Thanks, Mom.
I love you so much.
Love you too.